Hello ladies and gents, it's the Beanie 101 here with some more XCOM Enemy Within. We're jumping straight into the action. This is part 2 of my base defense mission. And so far we're doing alright. We've got a few reinforcements that have come into the base to give us a hand. And it has been a pretty steady onslaught of enemies that have been making their way to us, trying to take over our base. But we have stood strong. We continue to stand strong, and let's see if we can flush the rest of them out. Oh, here's a Seeker. We've got plenty of people in Overwatch.
Can't kill him if you don't hit him.
We took a couple of shots there, but it looks like he is going to get his grubby little mitts on one of our troops. So we have a situation to deal with. Johnny Micmac is here. He can probably save the day, but are we going to leave the kill to somebody else? We've got Dutta, who is one of the, what I can only say is like security guards of the base. Not one of our normal troops. Maybe give Rockefeller the shot. 57%, 8 damage, procs combat rush. That is a good shot. So we are now alone yet again, and I'm going to use this opportunity to reload the weapons of a couple of troops that are a little low on ammo. Micmac has his opportunist perk. Belair has advanced fire control. Little Bucky can probably go on a little bit of a scouting mission now that there's no one around. But I'm going to hunker down this turn because there are plenty of things that are just around the corner. And I'm hoping to flush them out. Okay. Little Bucky can hear something. And here they come. It's a chrysalid. God damn it. That's one miss. Can Micmac take him down? Oh yes! As if it was ever in doubt. Can anyone remember the last time that Johnny Micmac missed a shot? It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm sure we'll get a collector's item soon. But I just want to say thank you ever so much for everybody who's been watching this series. I know that I've been uploading XCOM pretty sporadically over pretty much the last 12 months. It is a game that I love. I wish more people would play it. I wish more people would try it out. I know it gets plenty of love.
Got my eyes on. Commander, we're picking up a steady increase in alien activity near the forward access tunnel. It looks like they're concentrating a force there. I'd get prepped.
Here we go. There's more enemies incoming. What have we got? Oh, another chrysalid. Don't worry. Do not worry. Oreo Winfrey can see him coming and takes him down. Another one. Rookie Lynn, 4 damage, not bad. There's another Overwatch shit. Come on, Micmac. 13 crit. You see the smoke coming off the tip of his sniper rifle. Here we go. What's coming next? Okay, this is pretty ominous. A cyber disc usually follows. Are we going to get a cyber disc? No, but we do get... That must be a sectoid commander with that much health. Here we go. Here's the cyber disc. Okay, spread out, boys and girls. Let's not group together because... in one of my previous playthroughs, I had a lot of people grouped together, and one cyber disc grenade took pretty much all of them out. We could, and we should, hold firm in this central area. We know what direction the enemies are coming from, so let's just have a healthy dose of Overwatch. And as you can see, some of our troops have taken a fair amount of damage this time around. So we are going to have a bit of time in the med bay trying to recover. But the good thing with... Oh, here we go. Last group. Oh man, a Mechtoid as well. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think it's 6 enemies that we have to take care of. Unless I've miscounted or we haven't quite killed any from our previous episode.
Roger. I've got my eyes on. I'm watching.
But I was saying, we've got a few guys that are injured, but that's the beauty of trying to spread my experience around throughout the course of the game. It means that I'm not reliant on one select group of crack troops. Now, don't get me wrong, I know I rely pretty heavily on people like Johnny Micmac. Little Bucky has become invaluable. Oh, there's a Muton. That's a little bit of luck. So Tao Lin manages to duck that clear Overwatch shot. Winfrey has 2 rockets and 2 alien grenades, so she's got some pretty heavy firepower in those pockets. The Muton going to take another shot. He misses again. I hope he... Oh, there's another one. Okay, we've got a lot more enemies here than I thought. This is an interesting move, though. He's moved twice, so he's going to be stranded there, and he's out of cover. So, Micmac is not going to make any mistake here. He's going to take him down. Kill confirmed, indeed. When do you not confirm a kill, Micmac? Little Bucky, now... 4 health packs on Little Bucky, and she's got mimetic skin, so she can keep an eye out on what's sort of down. 69% chance to hit. It's not great... But let's see if Lynn can get a shot in first. 33%, that's not good. Okay, frag grenade time. Let's see if we can blow up this guy's cover, and then Little Bucky is going to have a much better chance at the second shot. So 3 damage there, and now we can move around. Who do we want? There we go. Little Bucky, 89%. Much, much better. Let's take the shot. The Muton's down, and we've blown up some of the cover, so we know that some of the enemies that are going to be approaching us are going to have to stay out in the open. Now, Rockefeller is a little bit out of the action where she is. She's got a lot of health, so I will seriously consider moving her forward so that she can take the place of one of the guys that's taken a little bit of damage. Going to Overwatch her this turn. Dutta is pretty much a sacrificial lamb at this point. She's got a couple of kills. And I don't know what happens. If I get some kills and if I rank up, if I level up some of the guys that are just not my normal troopers, do they become normal members of my squad? I don't know. Can I use them in other missions? Or do I lose use of them? I'm not sure. So we have more enemies approaching. I'm going to do a little bit of a scouting mission by Little Bucky. Slowly but surely, I just need to make sure that I keep ducking into full cover. We're going to move everyone forward. We know where the enemies are coming from. That's probably a bit of a risky move, dashing, so we'll move forward once. And Overwatch. Micmac needs to be in a bit of a better position. Now, ideally, I kind of want him where Little Bucky is. But I'm not going to do that this turn. We've got plenty of time. Time's on our side. Belair doesn't need to be in cover, so I can move him wherever. I'm going to move him so he's kind of semi-shielded, but he should be able to have a good chance at any shots as these enemies hopefully filter down this center part of the map. Let's keep everyone overwatched just because there's a few guys that I've not been able to move into Overwatch because there's been a bit of dashing. They're coming, they're coming. But we are waiting. We are ready. Okay, the music's changed. This means that they must be close. Do I want to move Micmac first, or do I want to make Bucky move into a more advantageous position? I'm going to hold fire this turn, I think. Choices, choices. Ah, see, I can see the cyber disc. So, I kind of want to take the cyber disc out sooner rather than later. And I certainly don't want the cyber disc to know that little Bucky is where she is. Because then that grenade is coming my way. As it stands, she might just shoot my troops. And let's face it, we all know who the #1 target is. The #1 target is going to be the mech because he's completely out of cover. Belair has got to play the role of bullet sponge in this particular occasion, I think.
I'm watching.
So, more healthy Overwatch now. Tao Lin can see the cyber disc. 30% chance to hit is pretty terrible. So the better option here is to use the grenade. But I don't really want to alert the cyber disc's attention too much at this point. So I have a couple of choices. I'm going to take the shot because I want to save the grenade, mainly because I don't think I'm quite in range. Overwatch from Winfrey. Mindful that there could be some enemies that come down this left-hand side. Here comes the cyber disc. What's he going to do? Well, first thing that he does is disappears completely from sight, which is a problem. Okay, we can see there that there's some psychokinesis going on. I don't really want to move and reveal my position. I kind of want the enemies to come onto me rather than me reveal myself to my enemies. It might be an opportunity here to pull some people a little bit forward. See, I'm still semi-worried about Rockefeller. She's still placed well there because I think enemies are going to try and hit somebody else over her. But I almost want to get into the action. So I appreciate this is pretty slow going thus far. We've pretty much been holding firm and overwatching in healthy doses. But we've got some pretty elite enemies that we know are out there. We know what we're facing. It's not a case that you've got to scout around and try and work out what's going down. We know exactly what we've got to face. Belair takes a good shot, takes 8 damage off the cyber disc. The question is whether the cyber disc retaliates. And it looks not, so again, no real enemies are making themselves known to us. I want to thin their ranks a little bit before I start moving forward with Little Bucky and scouting out the remaining few. We can remain on the defensive side of things at this moment in time, and when there's 1 or 2 enemies left, then we can go on the assault and take the battle to the aliens. So, more Overwatch. Let's hold firm, let's hold solid. Here we go, here we go. This is the turn. Okay, here we go. Here's the sectoid commander. 8 damage, that's nice. That's Belair with a decent shot there. And we've got another couple of Overwatch shots here. Oh, Winfrey manages to see them out the corner of her eye. And takes down the sectoid commander. Well done, Winfrey. And here's the other one. Of course, we've used all of our Overwatch here. And the question becomes, do I move Micmac? It means that I can't use the sniper rifle, so I'm tempted to hold firm. Little does the sectoid commander know, though, that Belair is well within their sights. So 6 damage and should have 2 shots. But then we will be quite short of ammo. So do I take the shot? I think I probably do. I don't really need to share the kills around too much at this point. Everybody's pretty high level. Do I want to reload and maybe take the shot with Bucky? I don't know. I think I'm going to take the shot with Belair. Yeah. No mistake. Bel Air's got good aim. 73% chance to hit and makes no mistake. So now we thin things out a little bit. That's the couple of sectoid commanders down. We have, if memory serves, still got the cyber disc, and we've got the mechtoid that is around somewhere. And we already know from Bel Air's little fist fight with the mechtoid in our last episode that they can do a fair amount of damage, and you want to keep your wits about you. But there aren't too many enemies left.
Overwatch. Roger that. Scanning. Overwatch confirmed.
Let's keep overwatching. I want to get rid of this cyber disc before I start moving anybody too far.
That's affirmative.
Oh, there's a door there. Okay.
On Overwatch.
I'm not going to open the door this turn because, you know... Oh, okay, we've got two of these... I can't remember what these things are called. A drone beam? Okay, so a couple of drones. And definitely want to take those out before I take the cyber disc out because, you know what? Without even thinking about it, the cyber disc may well have been healed up by the drones. Winfrey misses with her shot, which means we have one drone active. Oh, two damage. Reactive sensors. Come on, Bel Air. Oh, 8 damage. Well done, Derek. So now might be an opportunity to move Micmac into a place where he can take a shot. There's no cover ahead of him, so he's going to have some very, very clean sight lines. So we're going to switch to pistol, and we're going to Overwatch again. Now, Bel Air doesn't really have a lot of ammo, so tempted to reload.
Locked and loaded.
And Little Bucky is out of her mimetic skin cover, so may as well just Overwatch her. Chopper's done her duty so far. Not expecting too much from Lakshmi. She can stay where she is.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
As can Rockefeller. Good safety net there.
On Overwatch.
And Dutta as well. And then finally, Taolin. Another Overwatch. And Winfrey. Do I open the door? Everybody else is on Overwatch. Actually, her ammo is pretty low. So if I do uncover anything, which I don't, there's nothing I can see. I bet they're in this this little recess down beneath us. So with nothing in sight, reloading's probably the safest option here. So let's reload the heavy plasma. And they're coming around the right-hand side. Okay, here's the cyber disc. Wasn't healed up at all by the drone beam, so Little Bucky with the first shot and misses.
That is not good.
Have we got any more Overwatch shots? We don't.
They're trying to pull back.
Oh, but they... Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, my God. 7 damage. Bel Air is critically injured. This is a problem. Man down, man down. Oh, and we've got some panic in the ranks as well. That is not good. So Bel Air is going to bleed out in 3 turns. So bear that in mind. Now, here's a silly question. Why can't Johnny Micmac see the cyber disc? Can anyone see the cyber disc? Winfrey can. 52%. Maybe I use a shredder rocket. Is that going to hit him? Or a normal rocket for 8 damage. I think a normal rocket. 12 damage, wow. Oh, have I got heat ammo? I think I do have heat ammo, don't I? So that's good to know. So the cyber disc is down, and we've... unfortunately, we have Derek Belair that is critically wounded and will need some serious medical attention. I'm going to move Micmac across this way so at least he does have a proper sight line to anything that's coming.
Overwatch, aye aye. On Overwatch.
I don't really have a fantastic track record with mechs, do I? I know they can't use cover and so they tend to get targeted an awful lot. And maybe in the late game they're not quite as useful, if only because some of my troops have just as much hit points and armor as the mech, and they can use cover. Now, I have been blessed with a couple of good mechs in the, you know, let's face it, Belair and my other mech have got really, really good aim. So they very, very rarely miss a shot. And that's one of the beauties of the hidden potential second wave option. You never quite know how every troop is going to level up and how much aim and how much will they're going to gain. So I think it just gives the game a little bit more personality, and it gives a little bit more individuality to your troops. It's far, far, far too uniform if you don't have that as a second wave option, in my own personal opinion anyway. But while I've been talking, I've been overwatching aplenty and forgotten that I actually need to move Little Bucky over to save Derek Belair. So let's move her into a range where she can actually resuscitate them. Where are they? Stabilize. Here we go. So Belair has been stabilized, so he will live to fight another day. But another one for our sickbay, unfortunately. And we can't have that much left out there. I think it's just the Mechtoid now. But working out where they are is half the battle. Let's start moving some people up. Micmac can hear something. Micmac can smell something. It's not really the smell of danger. It's the smell of fear. The Mechtoid knows it's the only thing left. So Little Bucky's going to go on a little scouting mission now. Moving from full cover to try and find out where this Mechtoid is. Is this full cover? Yes, it is.
I'm on it, Commander.
We know they're over the left-hand side, so hopefully we get sight of them now. No, we don't. So the Mechtoid's playing a little bit of hide and seek with us. But Chopra can start moving up. Rockefeller, come on. Let's get you finally into the action. Not too fussed about her being in cover, because not really going to have sight of the Mechtoid just yet. Dutta can move forward as well. Stick you in cover because you've only got 2 health left. And stick you on Overwatch.
Affirmative, covering now.
Lynn doesn't need to go anywhere. Winfrey... Actually, yeah, Winfrey can move just here. Still in full cover and probably has a better sight of the battlefield from this position. And where is the Mechtoid? What?
What the hell was that?
So we must have more than one enemy left. My counting is terrible. Well, that's the edge of the map, so they can't be too far. But the problem is, if I've got someone to the left and someone to the right, Winfrey is putting herself into danger. Rockefeller, however, can provide some level of support. So one to the left and one to the right. I think I must have to get down here. Okay. Is this a good place?
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Okay, here we go. Right. Oh, they're both hiding. You cheeky little bastards. So we now know where they are, and interestingly that the Mechtoid's got 3 health taken off them. I wonder how that's happened. Maybe the Mechtoid was caught in the blast of Winfrey's rocket, but there's definitely someone down here. In fact, you can see exactly where they are because I can't move into that particular location. So back into full cover where we know that Winfrey is going to be protected. Micmac is not going to do anything from where he is, but I'm half resigned to the fact that the enemies are in positions where Micmac's not really going to be able to do much damage without moving himself into a position which will compromise him. And, you know, if there's anyone I do not want to lose in this playthrough, it's Johnny Micmac.
Moving to position.
Famous last words, I know. But everyone else can get into a position where they can go on and attack. See, that's why Micmac couldn't see things. Although the cover looks like it's been blown out, apparently I'm still getting cover from that. So Mechtoid has gone into Overwatch, and that means that little Bucky is unfortunately pinned down. See, Micmac still isn't going to be able to do anything unless we can flush these guys out. Little Bucky don't really want to take a shot because otherwise she is like a sitting duck. So now is the time to hunker down rather than take a shot. Chopra, on the other hand, has the high ground, so perhaps she can see what's going down. No, I still can't see anything. Interesting. Lynn doesn't really have many places he can go where there's full cover, but we can perch him in this doorway, stick him on Overwatch. Winfrey, by moving here, might get to see someone. No! I mean, it's not a problem because I know where the enemies are. But I want to get people into a position where they can actually, you know, shoot them.
Moving.
But I want to be able to shoot them on my terms. See, now that's ridiculous. I can see the Mechtoid from here. So now we have... I've snuck into a position where I can only just see them. So it hasn't triggered to the Overwatch, which is great. It means that I can move Rockefeller back. Because I don't want Rockefeller to be within sight of the Mechtoid. Oh, it's a Muton. And the Muton can see my trooper. What a bastard. Here we go. There's some movement. Chopra doing some damage. Come on, Winfrey. Ah, Winfrey misses. That would have been a great time to get that shot. Oh. Lynn. Excellent. My security guards doing the damage there. But interesting to see what the Mechtoid does here. I have a funny feeling that Winfrey could be in trouble. The shot is missed though. So here we go. Micmac has some double tap. Oh, 10 damage. This is beautiful. So now I think I'm pretty much in a position where I can end this. I've got Little Bucky who can take shots. I've got Winfrey that can take shots. This is going to be a flanking shot. 50% chance of critical. 10 damage. Winfrey does it. So I think Little Bucky's been a star. So let's use her to take the final shot. Mechtoid is down.
We made a statement here.
31 enemies killed. 31. And we lost one operative. And that was an operative that wasn't on our normal squad. So all of our reinforcements, they were used to good effect. We possibly spent a little bit too much time in Overwatch defending our position, but hey, this is my home, this is my house, so I'm going to defend my house. They shall not pass. Achievement unlocked. I'll take that 20 gamer score. And let's pick through the remnants of our base. Bradford doing what every good leader should do.
Fight our own people.
Will he be okay, Doctor?
Yes, I believe he'll recover. And more importantly, he seems to be free from outside control.
Is there any indication of how this happened, Doctor?
I finished our initial scans, and so far, I found no physical abnormalities.
We already know the aliens are capable of some kind of mind control, Doctor.
Yes, but that doesn't explain the lack of a nearby controlling alien, or the sheer number of victims.
If the aliens were capable of launching an attack of this scale previously, I believe they would have. Perhaps this was a one-time opportunity.
That might be true. But we still need to find out how this was possible.
There we go, we're back up and running. Everything is going to be operational. And we had a team full of colonels. So the Star of Terror is a new medal. Interesting. Plenty of stuff. Mainly because we killed 31 bloody enemies. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to check whether these security personnel are actually in my squad. It doesn't look like they are. No. Derek Belair, God rest your soul. We managed to return you from the cusp of death. And this Star of Terror, what is it? Assign power. Entire squad receive +5 will and +5 defense in battle. Robotic units receive only the defense bonus. Or all soldiers gain. All soldiers in the squad at lieutenant rank or lower gain 25% XP for completing missions. Now that could be useful. Especially if I give it to somebody who is going to be in on most of my missions. Micmac doesn't have a medal. How the hell have I gone through this entire playthrough and Micmac does not have any form of medal? He's been an absolute star. So he's going to get the Star of Terror. And that means that his leadership is going to instill extra experience on the rest of my troops, which is good. So let's scan for activity. We've got a few more things that are coming along. And here is our hyperwave relay.
Hyperwave uplink online.
We get a good old workshop rebate of 35 credits. And I've got some psionic testing.
Now that we are in control of the hyperwave beacon, the real question is, what is it going to tell us?
Wow.
Perhaps we should try scanning for UFO activity in the meantime.
We have a lot of scientists, 73 scientists. Let's keep scanning. Oh, request from Brazil. Requested 2 Secrex, and we've got 14 in storage. Yeah, okay, I'll do that for 20 credits and 3 engineers.
Contact detected.
We have a UFO contact. It's a large scout, so something tells me that we're going to use our demon. Let's see what our Firestorm can do. Using the alien technology against the aliens. Let's try and intercept this UFO. And we're going to dodge so we can't be hit for 2 hits. Wow. Firestorm did a absolutely great job. Took no damage. Let's send the Sky Ranger. And who do we bring along? There's the question for you. This is pretty much our crack squad here, isn't it? It's a squad full of colonels. We do not need all of these colonels. So I quite like to take Micmac with me. But now that we can get people up to speed, then why not use some of the squaddies that I haven't used? Ah, there is a couple of new troops. So I have another sniper and another support. Brilliant. So I have 2 new troops, so that means that 2 new names for troopers is what I need. So if you want to be part of my XCOM squad, please let me know what name you want to give these 2 troopers, and I will add it next time around. But thanks ever so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the base defense and hope you're enjoying that walkthrough. Subscribe to the channel and you'll see all my XCOM videos first. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again later.